Hi everyone, we're here in my living room. I wanted to show you two plants I've been overwintering here inside, even though they are actually technically outdoor plants. It's my wonderful fig from south of France. It was in my sister's garden. I did a video on it back in August when I took a cutting and brought it home. I actually took two cuttings and one of them started shooting out new growth quite quickly. I would say maybe in December or January. And that was just so exciting because I knew it was alive then. The other one didn't show any signs of life and died. So about, I'd say in February, I realized it was just completely gone. And by then, my neighbor, who has a huge fig tree outside here in the UK, she's just down the road from me. And so I've often been able to try her figs. They're really nice. They're really sort of jammy, sort of berry-ish. So I would say they're not as good as the one from France, which is the best fig ever, but they're still, I know that they work really well here. You know, they grow really well here. Sometimes some of us have sort of a microclimate, which I would say that one part of my garden does. It's definitely really protected. It's in a courtyard, so it just works really well for growing and protecting the plants that are in it from cold winds and things that can damage it. But I would say that because she's so close to me, that neighbor, she'll have the same sort of similar climate weather conditions at least. So I know that that plant works really well here. And so she offered me to take a cutting. And of course, as I explained before, when I took the cutting back in France, it was in August, the tree was full of fruit, so I could taste them, which made me want to have a cutting, but it was completely the wrong time of year to have a cutting. The best time to get fig cuttings for sure is when they're dormant. So now would be okay. We're just approaching, well, we're just in March now, so that's okay. But the best time would be sort of January. And so because she was my neighbor, I could just take the optimal time and just get it done. I got one cutting. And I think the fig, I think it's a, what's it called? Brown turkey, I think, but I don't know. I already have a brown turkey I bought last year, and that one has been outside all winter and it's just starting to bud up. You can see the buds are getting a bit fatter, but it hasn't gotten any growth or anything yet. But the one I've got here is looking excellent. So I got it back on, I potted it up on the 25th of January, and we're now on the 4th of March. So it's already shooting out some growth. There's like little leaves there, lots of little green buds, you can see, and yeah, there's no roots coming through, but I imagine there's roots down there. So it's looking well. I mean, I think that's the difference between taking one at the wrong time of year and taking one at the right time of year. I took this one straight inside because I wanted just to grow it indoors and then actually work on getting roots rather than just try to sit there as a frozen stick outside when it's really cold. So really, really happy. I've got two now, even though the other cutting I've taken from France didn't make it. The one from France is looking amazing too. It's got those two leaves it got a while back, and then it's got lots of new little baby ones just doing really well. I'm going to repot it now. What I found was that I had some little something that we really get a lot of this time of year when the plants are indoors is fungus gnats, and so I had popped a lot of cinnamon down there. That really helps prevent them, and that worked. And then I saw that the fungus gnats, rather than being on the top of the soil where the cinnamon was, because that sort of repels them, they went down underneath into the drainage holes. And so all I just did was I sprinkled some cinnamon down there too, and that just got rid of the whole problem. So cinnamon really does work for fungus gnats, or against fungus gnats. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun to show you how my wonderful figs are doing. I'll do a little close-up so you can see them. And the main thing I wanted to show with this video is that if you do have a neighbor who has a fig tree and you know it's growing well, go out and get a cutting if they'll give you one. They usually probably will. I mean, especially if it's a huge tree, won't bother them to give you a little cutting. And you can just be saving so much money because, I mean, I went to the garden center and I saw that a cutting that looked a bit worse than this one, and it was a brown turkey cutting, was about £15. So, you know, that's £15 I saved if this indeed is a brown turkey. If it's not, even better, because then it's something different and I just know it does really well here. That's the main benefit of getting from a neighbor, because you know that they will do well in your specific climate. So yeah, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited to have two more figs. I just want to get a big collection of homegrown cuttings. So Let me do a little close-up of these two guys, and you can see all the new growth coming out in them. And then I will do a repot quite soon. So here's the lovely French one. Look here, all these little shoots. I just think these little baby ones are so cute as they come up. They're so miniature. And they slowly grow really large. And just look at that. It's got a little extra bump there, which could be a fig. It only has one of them. I think this first year it wants to really concentrate on growing lots of foliage and lots of roots, which is fine by me. And here's the neighbor cutting. It's got lots of little bumps on it too. If we look really closely, there's that one little leaf that's coming up now, and then lots of little greenness there, which is lovely. There's a good chance it already has lots of roots, but I'm going to keep it in this particular pot for a couple more months until all danger of frost is over. So by May, I'll put it outside in a new pot and let it be out in the patio in a warm spot alongside my French guy.